Welcome to the GLAC Studios piece collection. We are now going to do um, a piece symbol, that is dove. We have been doing that in the other sessions as well. So today, let me just quickly go over the materials that we use. The paper that I'm using is Paint on Next Media Multi Techniques A4 size paper, 250 grams from Clairefontaine. And I will be using brushes number 7 round and 2 round, and then I do have brush number 1, a 0 brush 0 by 12 in case I need to do something very detailed. Yeah, so these are the brushes, and I have shown you the oil that I use, cold pressed linseed oil. It's a raw linseed oil, and I use them pouring it, a little bit of it on a tin lid like this. And the palette is a reusable or use and throw palette that I use. The colors for today are going to be again titanium white. We will need that, and I'm going to try something with a vermillion light and permanent yellow or primary yellow, sorry. This is what I'm going to try. And for the twig in the beak of the bird, I will use a little bit of olive green that I have with me already from the last sessions. That's about the materials. I'm just going to dive right in. So when we are starting, the first thing that we are going to do is to draw. So for drawing, I am going to use a 2B pencil, so it's visible for you here very clearly, but I would advise for someone who's starting first time to start with something like a 2H or a H, something lighter basically. The first thing that we start with when we do a dove or any animal or any bird, the simple thing that we can start with is to make a shape of a circle. And like I always show you in my videos, I start by making a movement with my hand, not placing the tip of the pencil on the paper yet. I'm just wondering how things should go this time. I want an oval shape. I'm making circular movement, but I could just move slightly oval shape and then start dropping the tip of my pencil to make the oval shape go here. There you go. Have it. That's the shape. And right on top of it, I'm just going to make a slight circle for the head. Did it. And then I'm going to make a circle for the tail that's slightly bigger. So I made a circle, and maybe I would want it to be slightly larger. So I'm placing 2 circles adjacent. And this time I want the wing to come this way. So I'm going to place another big circle on top of this, another smaller circle here. I want to give a base, so I think I will add one more circle here. So that's what I did. And now for the circle, so this is going to be slightly complicated here, but I want to go over this step first, and then I'll show you the other circles that I will draw. Yeah, just to be sure that you don't feel confused about the circle. So we have one oval shape, one little circle on the top for the head, one bigger circle and 2 adjacent circles for the tail, and then one large and 2 small circles for the wing, one wing. Yeah. So now we are ready to connect these circles. connecting them. Yeah, so I can see that this is fine. Now I want to build this over, make it go around this circle, touching the circles, and make it fly around like this. Yes, when it comes back, we have a whole moss here. We don't want to touch that. So I want it to come back somewhere over here and yeah, come directly here maybe. So this space I'm going to use by making shapes of the wing. It could be sharp, it could be blunt. It's up to you to decide how you want it to go, and I have got it like this. Now I'm just going to make a tube sort of thing that will attach these two, so it starts looking like the wing, and I want to use it like a fan. Yeah, so it could be sharper again, or it could be, you know, blunt again, so it's up to you. We did a sharp one in the last class, so could we try a blunt one this time? Yeah, so it could be like nice. Like these. Yeah, so I've done that. I have a fairly decent shape, and now there's got to be one more circle hidden behind, because that's almost the similar size. It's going to be hidden behind here. Yeah, and if this is going to be, we are going to make a parallel here, and I will make a circle here. So it means that this side of the wing is going to travel all the way. Maybe I'll bring it here so that it travels all the way this way. And then when it comes back, remember we had 3 circles, one big and 2 small. I'm making another here for my understanding, and then I'm going to bring it down here like this. Yeah, this is the way it's going to fall down. Yeah, now I make some patterns for the wing. There you go. I think I'm ready with the overall structure. Now I'm going to remove the unwanted circles. Yeah. So this can go. And one thing I can see is that I could possibly make this shape slightly thinner. So I'm going to take that away. Make this slightly thinner. One step thinner. And then, of course, when it comes down here, it comes somewhere over here. And then I can rub off these circles. Right. I guess we have the overall picture ready. So I'm going to try doing the vermilion as a background. I have not tried this. So this is going to be an experiment for me as well, yeah? Okay, and I will start with brush number 7 round. Tiny bit of oil. You can see how this is going to move along. So I'm just going to test it on the side. So that's how it's going to be. You can see that. Yep. Fine. Fair color. This pigment is slightly thicker and I would want it to be thinned down, so I'm using a bit more oil. I wouldn't advise you to do that if you are doing it on a cotton or linen canvas. This works fine because I'm working on paper. It helps. Maybe it wouldn't be nicer if you add too much of medium on a canvas. So you have to test and see whether you like the texture of it, the color of it. and it's not pouring down too much. I'm liking the color of it, so I'm going to go ahead with it. Remember, I always say that try to do it in one pattern. If you're going left to right, horizontally, that's good. Otherwise, if you're going vertically, that's good. If you're having to go both horizontally and vertically, try to compensate in some way that it looks natural and it doesn't look pochi. Yeah. I continue using the large brush to do the contours and keep working on the background, but you could choose a smaller brush to work on it if you want more control. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to take the clip off so I could work on the top. This movement, if you see, I'm moving slightly up and down. This will help you blend the color perfectly onto the paper or on the canvas, making sure that we don't leave any space. We do justice to the space. Yeah. This video is essentially for new beginners into oil painting or into art. If you are someone who is a pro maybe and is still supporting this initiative, please go ahead and do your own thing as well. But we are really happy that you joined and you are supporting this initiative. What's more important is that we all think of peace, consider peace, and envision peace. Our collective energies should emit peace, thereby, hopefully, the horrid things that are happening come to an end. Not worry too much if you have the color flowing into the drawing as well. The way we do it, I would be, when I use the yellow here for the bird, I will be using this vermilion again. in some places inside, so it makes sense that it comes a little bit inside, not too much, but a little bit. Yeah. Okay, I think I can place the clip safely now. Gonna proceed doing the same thing. There is a beak, there is this twig that's going to come here, but we will always be able to do it on top of this. It's another color. Okay. When I have excess in the brush, I also try to use it like this. Make sure that the excess has also come out. When I'm going to take a fresh one, then I know that I'm not overloading the brush. I talked about overloading the brush in many of my videos. Yeah, only when you know why you're doing it and where you're doing it, then it makes sense to overload the brush. Otherwise, just make sure the end of the brush where it starts, from the metal, this is dry enough. Yeah, see, this is dry enough. It doesn't come in my finger. This is the right way. I don't do it all the time, but I aim to have it that neat and perfect, so it's clean and nice usage, consistent level of usage. Can always go back to the paint. Yeah. I can see accidentally I pulled out another color. This happens. when you have too many things in your palette. Now I'm blending that in, making sure that I don't go back to that area. Okay, there's some more I will use from here, and then I will possibly move the color over to another side because it's getting mixed with the blue that I have on one of the sessions. Okay, I need some more. I'm gonna put it here. Okay, doing the same thing and just going ahead and filling in this side. Yeah, that side. Okay. So I'm just gonna block this area. I'm not coming into the details yet, because when we use the yellow, we'll come back to this vermilion again. So even though I've done, circular movement, I'm trying to fine tune it with a movement like this in some places. But I think it will be helpful to have it like that. Okay, good. We're nearly there. Okay, fantastic. So I'm going to now move on to taking a bit of primary yellow. The primary yellow, I'm just going to test it a little bit and see how it looks here. It's slightly brighter than what I need, so I'm going to take a bit of titanium white, not too much, and then have the medium to go with and start working on it. Remember from earlier sessions, contour shading means shading along the lines or along the shape of the object or the subject we are working on. Guess this color is good enough. So I only added a tiny bit of titanium white to it, and I'm okay with it. Gonna do that here as well. Remember the oval shape that we made. Keep to that because that's the way the shape of this. Since I used to be, the lead is also mixing with the yellow. This is exactly why I advised you not to use a stronger pencil. I had to use it just to show on the camera where the shapes are going, but I would advise you not to use it if you are doing it yourself. They will get hidden or not shown clearly when we are working on layers, but in this case maybe we are trying to finish off in 1 hour, so it's possible that they aren't getting hidden completely. That's exactly why I suggested that way, that we avoid using a darker pencil to draw. I think along the contours it will have the shading done. Okay, there's some section that I could finish here that I could see. I noticed, so I'm going to work on that. All right, so now I am ready to do a little more of patterns. So I'm using the same orange or the vermilion and drawing the contour, the feather, in the wings. Yep. I've done that here. Just making sure that this edge is nice. Good. Cover the edge here and then place an eye. Okay, nicely. Then I'm going to go over this section. The other wing. I'm also filling the places where I have now. I'm reshaping. I think I started off with the sharper one. Now I'm coming to a tail. As and when I'm working on the tail or the wing, you see that I'm also adjusting these spaces. So this is something on the go, as opposed to what you saw in the last videos. I'm trying to do on the go and adjusting it. So this is also another style that you can do. Only disadvantage is that it's going to look slightly potchy here. So you might have to do a finish work or refine it a bit. And when it comes to these curves also, they are from the tail, it could go inside as well, isn't it? So I'm going to do that. You go along. Yes. I'm just looking at a space where I could do a slight bit of shading. I'm just moving my brush slightly. Whatever remnant color of the vermilion is there, it's just coming inside here. That's what I want. Or if I take also, I try to take a little less, so it's blending in nicely with the primary yellow. It's fair enough. I think I will need a nice strong beak, so I'm going to place that here. I use the yellow, and I know that it'll blend with the orange, but I will try to use it here as much as possible. So this is working, and now I will try to make the impression of the legs. So I'm starting here. So when I come out with this leg, I'm going to use the yellow. See how that works. Yeah. Need to wipe off and try using the yellow. Okay, this is fair enough. Now for the twig, I've taken the green. I know that the green might be, slightly darker here, but let me see. On the vermilion background, this green gets slightly darker. The olive green, that is helpful in a way. So I'm placing the leaves. There you go. We're now done. I'm going to make a quick check. This time the color is so different. So I want to place another layer. And we also used a method of, contouring. So I'm going to go over the vermilion portions again, just to make sure that it's all nice and clean. The second layer is helping a little bit. You can see this side looks better. We need to do the same thing this way also. Can you see the difference? This side is slightly better and this side still looks patchy, yeah? So this is exactly where we are reworking. In case you've got it right first time, this is fine. Congratulations. Coming close to the olives, I don't want to spoil them, so I'm just being extra careful here. I went a little overboard over there. I'm going to fix that right away. The yellow, luckily, can we go over like this and make the fine tuning here. Good. There you go, we're done. Thank you very much for participating and thank you very much for supporting this peace idea. Let peace prevail. Thank you.